Congratulations to Blue Scapegoats for winning the Protagonist Drawing Contest. Be sure to check out their Tumblr down below. It is linked in the description for some awesome fan art. Hello everybody, it is Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything back with another video. Today I will be quickly going over the episode 139 cast list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 that was just released. If you do not want any spoilers, click off the video right now. Here it is. So I'm going to read you the summary as I always do, then we'll get into the names of the characters that are appearing. The next duelists to challenge Zarc are Sawatari and a resurrected Crow. As the two try to call out to Yuya through their dueling, Zarc seems to be shaken for a moment. However, as if shrugging off their attempt, Zarc then summons Supreme King Servant Dragon Odd Eyes, and then right before his eyes, Akaba Leo, ... So it's a very interesting summary, but here are the names of the people that will be speaking in this episode. Zarc, Shingo, Crow, Jack, Shun, Kaito, Sora, Edo, Gungenzika, the narrator, Akaba Reiji, Akaba Leo, Reira, Akaba Himika, Tatsuya, Futoshi, Ayu, Hiragi Shuzo, Amanda, Frank, Alan, and Sayaka. So, a lot of people. For right off the bat, clearly a lot of people. But what I would do is the last 10 names, starting from right after Reira's name, all the way down to Sayaka's name, I would imagine that those 10 are really not going to be having that big of a speaking role in this episode. Maybe 1 or 2 lines, maybe 4 lines at most, a reaction shot even. So, it's a little transparent because I don't think those bottom 10 are really going to have that much of a role. They'll probably just comment on what's going on. And again, I still wish we had Yuya's mom, Yoko, speaking because I'd love to know her reaction to this. I really would. Even though it probably wouldn't be anything of worthwhile because I don't think everyone knows that this is Yuya, you know, this dragon. I doubt anyone really knows that. So I would have liked to see, I'm interested to see what Shuzo says because that's Yuzu's father, obviously, if he says anything interesting. That's probably the most, and I guess Himika, those two can say something that are decently interesting. The other two, again, Tanner will not be speaking. The three, I know I called them the LDS students last time, but the 3 dual show students will all be speaking, along with Alan and Sayaka again. So again, I would be surprised if we get anything real substantial from those guys. It could be from Himika and Shuzo, but we will see. Those are the 2 that, from the bottom of the list, I'm most excited to hear speak. We have Zarc, Shingo, and Crow. Again, it doesn't really get into detail on how Crow is revived, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens, and, you know, I've already talked enough about that and my thoughts on it, but it'll be interesting to see how they do it. I'm very interested to see that, and I have to say, I'm very interested to see Shingo duel, and I know that might surprise some people because Shingo is a character that maybe I never really resonated with as much as the community, but I gotta tell you, he put on a really good duel against Yuya in the mid-30s. I think it was episodes 31 and 32. That was a really good duel against Yuya. He put up a really good fight. One of my favorite duels in Arc 5, actually. And we haven't seen him duel since the early 100s when he dueled against Kaito, but he was with Gungenzika. Then he dueled the Tyler twins with Gungenzika. So when was the last time that he really dueled solo against a worthwhile opponent? It must have been when he versed Yugo, right? That's got to be the last time that he dueled someone worthwhile. And that was almost a year ago. So I'm even though this is going to be obviously a 1-episode duel, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing Shingo duel out of anyone else in this episode. That's probably what I'm looking forward to the most in this episode. We have Akaba Leo speaking, which is good because he's not speaking in the episode tomorrow. He's not speaking in 138. So it's good to get that plot line going again, because again, I want this to kind of pick up, especially that storyline with Rei. No Rei, and you know, every time Rei doesn't appear in one of these cast lists, it just further enhances that speculation of, oh, maybe she's not going to duel, or maybe she's going to duel as a spirit alongside Reira, like she did when Reira dueled Reiji, which would be, again, I've already I gave my thoughts on it. I just put out a podcast yesterday on these summaries with a few great people and got some great comments on that video. So thank you to everyone who commented and gave their thoughts. And again, I think it would just be one of the biggest, and I think a lot of people feel that way, biggest disappointments if Rei doesn't come in the flesh and duel. But again, every time she doesn't appear in one of these lists, it just further enhances that speculation. So it's still early. We still got about, I think, 10 episodes left exactly, or 9 episodes left after this episode 139, if it ends the last week of March. So we are running out of time, and that's why that's why I don't want to keep, spreading the rumors that maybe she's not going to duel, but we're running out of time here, guys. So I just hope that she does appear in the flesh at some point in the near future. She won't be speaking in this episode. Jack, Shun, Kaito, Sora, Edo, Gungenzika, all the guys above the narrator between Crow, they're all going to be probably defeated and unconscious, but still, well, not unconscious. I guess they're still commentating on the duel, which that's a whole nother thing. But a very interesting thing from this is that last line, and then right before his eyes, does Akaba Leo see Ray appear? Maybe that's how the episode's going to end, or are they referring to right before his eyes as in Zarc's eyes? What do you guys think about that last line? Or do you think they mean, and then right before Leo's eyes, he ... or do you think they mean, and then right before Zarc's eyes, Akaba Leo ... Because if it's right before Zarc's eyes, that means Leo is going to do something in front of Zarc, or do something that Zarc notices. But if it's in front of Leo's eyes, you would imagine that maybe Ray is going to appear, or maybe Reiji and Reira are going to appear and challenge him or call him out on his crap. So those are two different routes they can go, but that is a very interesting line. Also, Zarc is going to be shaken. Crow, someone made a good point in the comment section yesterday. Crow did get through to Yuya. He did get through to Yuya when they dueled during the Synchro arc. I know he lost the duel, but he still kind of snapped him out of that Roger brain control. So is Crow going to get through to him again, Crow and Shingo? It looks like they will. So that'll be, based on that line, Zarc seems to be shaken for a moment. So that'll be interesting to see them get through to Yuya. So there's a few things that I am looking forward to in this episode. Trying to stay positive as always, guys, and I still have been enjoying Arc 5 as a whole, and I am still very excited to see how everything plays out. So this will be hopefully an enjoyable episode. Leave all your thoughts down below. I will talk to you in the comment section. Thank you guys, as always, so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.